Hey guys, it's Carla. Today I'm working on a canvas panel with acrylic paint. I've got white, golden sunset, territorial beige, admiral blue, burnt umber, and Tuscan red. Anything close to that will work, and I've already got my background painted with yellow ochre. But again, you could use any color that you want to kind of peek through here and there. And I've got my outline drawn on. So I'm going to start with my background, and I'm just using a flat synthetic brush. Pick up some paint extender. This paint extender it works the same as glazing liquid, but it's way cheaper. So I buy it by the gallon at Home Depot. It's not meant for artistic painting, but it does work. Okay, so I want my background to be almost a lavender color. Maybe something like that. So I'm just going to work around my outline, roughly. And if I had painted this with, if I had drawn this on with pencil, I could paint right over it. But I drew it on with charcoal, and just white charcoal, and if I paint over it, I'll lose it. So notice whatever color you've got the canvas painted, if you have it painted to any color, it shows through in places, so it kind of unifies the whole painting once it's all said and done. Okay, so I think that's good for the sky. And I'm going to go ahead and put my water in back here. So add a little bit of blue to that. I want this to be very loose and rough back here. Okay, now I can come back to the water later. I'm going to go ahead and get my robe started. I'm still using that flat brush. I think I'll start with just a very light beige color for the base coat. And I'm going to paint around that, I don't know what those things are called, the headdress thing. Because I want it to be very distinct from the rest of the robe. And maybe I'll go a little darker down here. So I'm going to go pretty light on the head. Okay. Now I want this to have some sharp edges. Not straight edges, but sharp edges. So I'm going to use this palette knife with pure white and just kind of tap in some of that. It's just really hard to get the same effect with a brush, so a palette knife is really nice. So especially down here on the edge, I want it to be almost like it's kind of ragged material, like it's torn or something, I don't know. All right, that's gonna take a minute to dry, but I'm gonna go ahead and with a round brush and just get the hair put in very loosely. So I'm just barely touching with the tip of the brush and making the indication of hair. All right, so now I can come back with my flat brush and start putting in more definition down here. So I'm just mixing up a fairly dark shade. So right under here it would be shaded, so I want to make sure I get that in so that it makes sense. With a little lighter, I'm going to do the same thing under here. I'm going to try not to pick up that white though, because it'll lighten everything. And I want to keep that ragged edge. Maybe some dark down here. Alright, so I'm going to switch to my round brush and put in some of these lighter colors in the robe. Don't want it to be real bright, so I'm kind of dulling it down with the beige. There's really no certain place that these need to go, but they just need to go in the right direction. Alright, now I'm going to add some white to that, so that I've got, like, really it's just it's almost white, but it's got a little hint of blue to it. And I want to keep some edges sharp, but then like fade it off, kind of blend it out. The outer edges of the robe need to be sharp. Back to that darker shade, I'm going to put some of that in up here, hopefully without messing up my white. Let's see, maybe a little bit more of that. If you're not in a hurry, you can wait for this to dry, this white to dry before you do this, but I seem to always be in a hurry. All right, now back to my palette knife. I'm going to put in some more of these bold edges. All right, now it's time to put his hand in. I think by now y'all probably know how much I love to paint hands. Except not. It's totally my least favorite thing to paint. Not at all happy with it, but it might just have to be close enough. Remember, if you're painting something in the foreground and you're not completely happy with it, you can usually go back and paint around it to kind of change it a little bit. That's as good as that hand is going to get. All right, now move to my flat brush, and I'm going to put in some more definition in the robe. So basically just making my darks darker. Now to help with the jagged look here, I can come in with a toothpick or something and just kind of mess this edge up a little bit. And actually I might do that here too. Okay, now I need to finish my water and put my birds in the sky. So for the water, I'm going to use the palette knife because I want it to be rough and choppy. And for my birds, I'm just going to come up with a dark color. Let's see, maybe one right here. And I'll put these in the outline, in the traceable, so you don't have to freehand these, but that's what I'm doing. There's different things you can do with darks and lights to keep things from looking like just a blob. Like I can highlight the head right there, maybe the tail, and maybe make this wing a little darker right here. I'm actually trying to decide if I want another bird in there. Oh, and you know what I didn't use while I'm thinking about the bird? I'll go ahead and put some of this gold color in. It'll just add some warmth to it. I guess I'll go ahead and do another bird. This one's going to be facing toward him. All right, I think that does it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, God bless you.